one thing that you could perhaps do, the one thing that you could perhaps control, the one thing that you could obsess about. And often what we really want is love. We want to look perfect. We want to be good enough. We want to feel good enough. And yet, if we don't feel good enough on the inside, we can just keep going on and going on and going on and finding more and more defects within ourselves. And then there's giving love. Loving others to get out of our own minds and focus on how we can love and help others can be a really powerful way to cure body dysmorphia and eating disorders. And then there's gratitude for others, gratitude for what we have in life, counting our blessings. And then there's receiving love from others or divine love, offering our fears, thoughts and compulsions over to a higher power, to God, Creator, to a spirit, if that's what you believe in. And if you don't believe in a higher power, then it's about receiving love from others and seeing ourselves in the light how other people love us. And this is what I call love energy. And I've developed the Love Energy Toolkit to help people to become free, to help people to change how they feel about themselves, whether they have an eating disorder, body dysmorphia, social anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, depression, marriage troubles. When people go through my Self-Love Energy Toolkit program, it makes a massive difference in their life. It's an 8-week course that is designed to really help people to get into actions with feeling good about themselves. Because it's one thing to say, yes, I need to love myself more. But how do you actually do that? Well, you go through a series of steps. Now, the course is normally $500, $497, but because I want it to be available for everyone, then I am massively reducing the price at the moment. For the moment, it's only $97, and it may go up in the future. So if you are listening to this and you do feel that this could work for you, it's worth exploring, getting into actions, then please do visit the page. I'll put the link with this page to check it out and see if it's going to be helpful, if it resonates with you as you read the page and learn more about it. Or maybe you already know that listening to this episode, if something calls you within, if you feel that self-love and self-acceptance is something that could benefit you, then check it out. See if you like the look of it. Now, I want to be honest with you here. I'm not saying to you that I never get thoughts like, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm wrinkly, my hair looks horrible. But instead, what changes is I don't give them attention. I don't let all of my day be affected by it. I just observe them from a distance. I let them come and I let them go. I certainly don't go on excessive exercise regimes, extreme diets, or any other harmful behaviour, because I know that these thoughts are just thoughts and they are not worth my energy. And they've become less and less and less and less over the years. Before, I would overthink, I would plan, I would scheme about how I was going to fix myself and the issue. And now, almost in an instant, I'm able to just let these things go. I also did several years of emotional body work clearing. And when I released the trauma of the past, being a victim of sexual abuse as a young adult and physical and emotional abuse from my mother, I had a lot of hatred and a lot of anger and a lot of deep trauma. And this I then put onto myself. I actually then used my body as a vehicle for self-harm. And I realised that I'm not the only one that's done this. Many people, as I mentioned, that go through difficult things. And difficult things doesn't have to be always abuse. Difficult things can be an accident, a divorce of parents, a loss of a loved one. It can be these seemingly things that happen recently or regularly that cause trauma and can cause the onset of the eating disorder or the body dysmorphia. And by recently, I mean It may be something that's happened to you over the past few months or year that has triggered the eating disorder to come back, the body dysmorphia to come back. Body dysmorphia is described as the disease of self-perceived ugliness. And often this self-perceived ugliness can come from emotional, painful events. There are various different treatment options. I'm just sharing what I always do. I always do hypnotherapy, where someone just lies down if they're in person, or lies down on the other end of the phone if we're doing online work, and I will create a very specific hypnotherapy for them to change their eating patterns, to change their view of themselves. And this is also included in the self-love program. There's a self-love hypnotherapy track in there. And I take them through the self-love audio because it's actions that create changes, not only talking, and then we do some deeper work. Some people advocate antidepressant medications for body dysmorphia. I personally don't know enough about this. It's not my area. I'm more on the holistic approach to healing different problems that we have. So you need to find out more about that if you're interested in antidepressant medication. I'm going to be sharing more on these kind of topics. So if you have any questions, if you have a topic that you would really like covered, then please do reach out to me. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, look, time now for action, time to put myself first, time to look after myself, then do visit my website, nicolabeer.com, where you can book a free session with me. You can book your free peaceful eating session or breakthrough session, and we can discuss ways that are going to help you to move forward. Because we only get one life, and I really believe that we deserve to live our life to the fullest, free from the chains of this self-perceived ugliness, free from the chains of putting ourselves down, of harming ourselves. Because when we do put all of this stuff away, the results that we can achieve in our life is unlimited. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are, and do subscribe to the show if you want to get more episodes from me coming up very soon. Bye!
Thank you for listening to Emotions and Eating with Nicola Beer. To book your free eating strategy session with Nicola, get the free eating support audio or donate. If you have enjoyed the show and want to help keep the show flowing, visit www.nicolabeer.com, where you can also find out more about her new system that has helped hundreds of men and women to change their relationship with food and their body, so they experience more peace and love in their life. We wish you an amazing love-filled day ahead.